Minecraft is a game of possibilities. Over the decades, Minecraft has grown in player base, in game features, in possibilities. Infinite wonders, endless possibilities. All of it leading up to this moment with me, Frankenbuddy. How far can I push the boundaries of Minecraft? How long can I last in a world that is mine and only mine for the taking? I'm here to show you. So without further ado, this is the beginning of the story of how I conquered Minecraft. First things first, I had to grab some basic supplies. Alright, easy bro. Now the next priority is food. Alright, that's pretty good for now. Let's cook it up. Alright. Next order of business, we gotta find a cave. Now, while I'm doing that, how about I tell you what my plans are for this video. First of all, I'm gonna need full diamond gear with decent enchants. That's gonna help me stay super well protected throughout this playthrough. Second, I'll need a pretty good base, because I can't do anything without a good base. And finally, I'm gonna need some totems of undying, because I ain't trying to die, bro. Now let's find that cave. Bro, it's an ocean monument, brother. What are we doing? Yo, shipwreck. Look at that loot, bro. Honestly, this might be the strat. Like, bro, come on. Who needs a cave? Okay, I found a tiny little cave here with some copper. But before I grab the copper, I'm gonna craft myself up some iron gear. Alright, let's grab this copper. Cook it up! Alright, this armor should do me off pretty good until I get some better armor. We go on to better places. Yo, look at these cliffs, bro. Mushroom Island, bro? Bro, we just found the craziest place ever. This might make for a good base, not gonna lie. Alright, chat, in this cave here, I hope to find the riches that will lead to my eventual success in this world. It better be good. Alright, chat. Let's do this. Let's cook it up! Alright, chat, let's keep going. Okay, bro, look. We got deep dark, alright? But, listen. There ain't gonna be no city. It's gonna be fine, bro. We're gonna be chilling. The way I see this is the perfect way for yours truly to get some early game XP, bro. And will we run into some shriekers? Maybe. But, you know, it's nothing I can't handle. Let's get to XPing, bro. See, that wasn't so bad. Come on now. Yo, diamonds! See, this is why you mine a ton of skulk, bro, because you're gonna find diamonds eventually. That's what I'm saying. Okay, well, I got knocked off there. You know something? We're pretty low Y level, right? So, why don't we just go strip mining? Diamonds, bro! Let's go! Yes, bro. That's what's up. Alright, chat. We got full iron gear. We got 12 diamonds. I think we're doing pretty good, and it's time to head up to the surface. Alright, chat. We're back to the cliffs, bro. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go chill on the Mushroom Island for now. Alright, bro. We're gonna need to set up an enchantment table. And for that, I'm gonna need to start growing some sugarcane. Are we serious right now, bro? I don't have any sugarcane. Alright, now we got sugarcane. Time to grow this stuff. Alright, that's enough sugarcane for what I got planned. Now we're just gonna need some leather. You know, it turns out that an island that only spawns a variation of cow is a really good place to get a ton of leather. Alright, chat. Now that we got all the sugarcane, we can make a ton of paper. And now that we got a ton of paper and leather, we can make a ton of books. And now, I can make all my bookshelves. Then if I place them down like this, I can place my enchanting table in the center. Alright, bro, time to enchant the pickaxe. Let's go! Fortune! That's exactly what I was looking for. Now we can give the armor some decent enchants for now. Alright, that's decent. Now, bro, we going straight back to the mines. I need more diamonds. So let me deposit all of my junk, give me some torches, and then we going straight back down. So I actually found an azalea tree over in this direction, which means there's a lush cave below it, which means I'm gonna find a lush cave. Let's go, chat! I found the cave. Diamonds, chat. Alright, chat. Now we got like a ton of diamonds, so let's see how much gear we can make. Obviously, we want to make some armor. Alright. And with what we have left, we can make a sword and an axe. I think that'll do alright for now. So now we can throw some enchants on this stuff and put on our brand new diamond armor. Let's go! Alright, now that the first objective's out of the way, we can start on the next objective, which will be building a base. So let's start getting some resources. Alright, so I got most of the materials that I want to build my base. There's a couple things that I still need, and that includes carrots and wheat seeds and silk touch. Silk touch, I just gotta get some XP to enchant a shovel. But for carrots and wheat seeds, yeah, I'm gonna have to find a new place to find those. Alright, yo, we found a spruce biome. I think I'm gonna grab a ton of these trees, not gonna lie. Alright, so we got some unzaplings. That's pretty chill. And I'm pretty sure around here somewhere I saw a village. Yeah, baby! That's what's up. This is gonna be the perfect place to find the wheat seeds and carrots that I wanted. Yes, let's go! Carrots, baby. Alright, so we got some carrots and wheat seeds, which is pretty much what I came here for, but while we're here, might as well grab a couple villagers, right? Come back here. Alright, chat, you're coming with me. Alright, chat, we got villagers, wheat seeds, and carrots, baby! We got villagers, chat! That's what's up! Alright, now that that's taken care of, the only thing left is silk touch. And if I want to get silk touch, I think the best way to do that is with a villager. Finally! Let's go! Finally! Finally. Oh my gosh. If I can get this guy to trade wheat, I can get some emeralds, and then if I make a book, I can trade to get silk touch. Then I'll craft an anvil, place it down, grab my iron shovel, and before I actually put silk touch on it, I'm just gonna enchant it a little bit, see what I get. Alright, efficiency 2, that ain't bad. And there we go, we got the silk touch pickaxe. Now I'm gonna go get what I got the silk touch pickaxe for. Alright, listen. I know what you're thinking. Franken buddy, why'd you spend all that time just so you could get some grass? Well, let me tell you, bro. The shade of green on Mushroom Islands is the most beautiful thing in all of Minecraft. Just look at this. Alright, now that I've got a decent amount of resources, I think it's time to start work on my base. First, obviously, I gotta find the perfect location on the island. I think right here seems pretty good. This is basically the highest point on the island, so I like it pretty good. Then I gotta work on flattening out this little area here. Alright, that's pretty good. First of all, I just want to lay the groundwork. We'll start with an outline of chiseled stone bricks, and we'll build it up a little bit with some cobblestone. Then we got some stairs. And then right here in these squares I made, I'm actually going to turn these into farms. So I'll put down some dirt, put some water in, then we'll just till all this land up and plant my crops. I'll get some flooring laid here. Hey, what are you doing in there? I guess you're going to be my roommate now. And then just for this row right here, I'm going to put down some chiseled stone and then switch back to the slabs here. Yeah, we're going to need some more. All right, there we go. The floor is laid. So far, this is what I got. I think I'm just going to change this layer of cobblestone here to chiseled stone. I think that'll look a bit better. Next, I'm going to add some oak beams and such around just for like structural support, you know. All right, that looks pretty decent. Next, I'm actually going to start laying out the structure for the house. First of all, I'm going to place some walls here. Then I'm going to put these up here. Alright, that looks okay. Then I'll just set up a similar thing around the edges here. Alright, that's looking pretty good. I just realized I didn't grab any sand. And I see a little beach on that island right there, so I'm going to grab some. Yo! Chat, we got a try-in! That's what's up! Okay, well, that was an errand, but we're alright. We chilling. Alright, windows in. Alright, that door's pretty good. Now I think it's time to start on the hardest part. Alright, so I think I want to start with like a good arch over the doorway here. Okay, that looks decent. Although I do think I maybe want to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, that looks good, that's good. I think I gotta bring it out like maybe a block or two here. Ow. Maybe it just comes out one block. Alright, that's chill. With this, I want to just have stairs go around. We'll do it again here. Ow. Alright. Yeah, that looks good, chat. So now I'll do it on the other side. Alright, I think it's starting to look pretty good. I think I'm going to put a couple windows up here real quick. How does that look? I don't know how to make that look good. Well, you know, I don't think I like it. Nah. Alright, bro, never mind. Scrapping this, bro. Yeah, nobody can hate on a simple roof, right? You know something? I don't know if I like it or not. Yo, let's try this. Alright. And what about this? Yeah, boy. Yeah. I like that. Might as well do the same thing over here. Wait, let me cook. I like that. Same thing on the other side, bro. Alright. Yes. What if I just... Wait, hold on. Wait, okay, I like that. We're putting that on the front. Come on now. Yes. It's perfect. It's fantastic. Fantastimatical. That's what I'm saying. It's absolutely amazing. So the outside of the house is done, okay? Aside from the crops needing to grow a little bit more, yeah, it's looking pretty good, bruh. Looking pretty fantastimatical if I do say so myself. However, if we come in the inside here, it's empty, bro. We need to fix this. We got to move the enchantment setup and all this junk over there. So, let's do that. Boom! Alright, I think this looks alright for the time being. I think I honestly just want to make this another floor. So I'm thinking I put a stairway right here kind of over my chests. You know what I'm saying? And like, it goes up to another floor. Novel idea, bro. So I think like that. Okay. It's not bad. That's not bad. Does a chest open under here? Does, yeah. Okay, that's perfect, actually. Perfect. Okay, yeah, I like that. Let me get some of these slabs. Gotta light everything up, bro. It's getting dark in here. Alright. Upstairs looking alright. Yeah, man. That looks good. I like that, bro. I also added some fences here. I think that looks pretty good. Honestly, up here, there's some room for expansion, you know? I think right here, maybe we could put some, like, furnaces or something. We'll probably add some carpet up here later if I can ever get some sheep to shear, but, I think right now this looks pretty good. And bottom floor looks pretty good, too. Just maybe add some chests. Boom. Easy, bro. And yeah, I think that's pretty good. Alright, there we go. All done. Haha. You thought I was serious. No, there's one thing left to do. Remember all that? Oh yeah, baby. We about to plant some grass. Okay. This actually looks pretty good. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but it looks good. I like it. All right, guys. Now that we've got a decent house, decent gear, some nice grassy fields outside the house, we can finally accomplish the last goal of this video. I need to get a Totem of Undying. Now, currently in Minecraft, there's only two methods of doing that. Either I need to get an Ominous Bottle, or I need to find a Woodland Mansion. And currently, I can't find a way to do either of those things. Right now, I think the best course of action is to go explore. I see one! I see it! Way in the distance! I see it! 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 Here we go, chat. It's my time to shine. Alright, chat, we got the bottle. And it's Bad Omen 5, too. All we have to do now is a raid. Hopefully, I can pull off a raid. I think I'm good at the game. So we're gonna head back to one of those villages, get some gear, and then I think we'll be ready. Alright, chat, here's the village. I think it's time to start the raid. Yes, chat. Let's go! That's what's up, chat! That's what's up! That is what is up! Yeah! 5 totems, chat. That's what's up! Alright, let's go home. I'm tired, man. Now that we're home, and we've completed all 3 objectives, we built an amazing base, we got great gear, and we got Totems of Undying. Along the way, we fought many battles, we had lots of good times, we made some friends, and now there's only one thing left to do.
No.